Jackson is a 15-year-old with a headache where we think it's viral. Siblings at home are also unwell.
Here a couple of days ago.
He was here a few days ago, sent home, and now he's come back. His analgesics worked well. Mum's keen to go home, he's keen to go home.
Good.
Residents have
Hello.
police too.
Hi, I'm Reno from the Med team.
We're just sorting out a quick hand.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So
Trauma team's with him now and organising all these things.
Okay. These two others are sorted out for the time being.
Yeah.
Sorry, so you
just came to see Jackson.
His discharge home.
Having seen him, I'm a little bit concerned about that plan and wondered if we could discuss it.
Sure.
He seems to have persistent signs of meningism. So I wanted to clarify with you what you thought his diagnosis was and why that should be.
We thought he's got 3 or 4 of his siblings have all got a viral illness. He's got low-grade fever. He's got some headaches which are settling. Didn't seem to have any neurological troubles. Mum's happy to get him home. We were happy to send him home.
Having seen him, I'm concerned there may be something we're missing.
So let's sort of challenge that diagnosis of post-viral. We'll do this thing called a red team, blue team challenge.
Oh, yeah.
So you've done that before, guys?
Yeah, we've done
So basically, I'm the blue team, and this is my diagnosis.
I'll do the red.
And you can do the red and challenge it.
Challenging the that works. Yeah.
All right. So he's had 48 hours ago. He was admitted with probable viral meningitis or viral encephalitis. LP was pretty normal. Got some IV antibiotics, got some acyclovir, improved pretty quickly, went home, as I said. So if you wanted to challenge that, what do you think a differential or an alternative cause for his current symptoms could be?
Okay, well, coming at it from an alternative with a kind of worst case scenario tilt to that, I think we still haven't adequately ruled out partially treated meningitis as the first thing. And there are some other intracranial pathologies that I think we do need to make sure he doesn't have that can affect him if he were to go home. So I did get Tom to go and review the CSF.
Yeah, okay.
So Tom, you got that result there?
Yeah, I have, thanks Reno. So the final CSF analysis was 30 neutrophils, 30 lymphocytes, 1,000 red blood cells, protein 1 gram per litre, glucose 2 millimoles per litre, and the final culture result was no growth.
It's not normal, is it?
No, so there was no growth. I think that's what was being said was normal, and that's true. But there's a number of alternative diagnoses there. Partially treated meningitis, because I'm right in saying he definitely received some antibiotics from the GP prior to that LP, didn't he?
Yeah, he did receive antibiotics prior to the LP.
Yeah. And alternatively, you might have something else that's just not going to grow on culture, like TB meningitis. I know the white count isn't typical. He could have viral meningitis for sure, but I think these other diagnoses need to be thought through a bit more.
So are there any other investigations you think need to be done to rule those in or out?
I think he definitely needs to repeat a puncture prior to home. Obviously if that's clear, then the plan home or is typical of viral meningitis.
So infective causes, and some more rarer ones, any other non-infective causes that could explain his current symptoms?
Well, there's possibilities there, including that he may have had a bleed, that he may have ingested something or taken something, but he doesn't really have a very obvious toxidrome. Tom, any other thoughts?
Yeah, I thought maybe he had a brain tumour.
Well, yeah, that's right. We were discussing that. Certainly, there's no hypertension bradycardia on his trends that we've seen, and nothing about his examination would point to any focal neurology or obvious neurological signs of a brain tumour.
He didn't have a CT brain a couple of days ago when he was.
No, he's not had any prior imaging.
So we've never done that. So.
No.
Okay, so we've covered infection, trauma, tumour, bleeding, and there's no history of head trauma that we know of.
None given.
Okay. So infective causes, head trauma, bleed, brain tumour. So of those, what are the red flags that we shouldn't miss out on? What are you most concerned about?
I think given the LP result and the ongoing meningism, it's a part, and the thing that we really want to avoid should he go home is worsening from a partially treated meningitis. I think that would be the first thing to rule out.
All right, so the plan will now be, after reviewing the case, is we'll admit him under you guys.
Yep.
We'll do a lumbar puncture, maybe some imaging, and we'll let Mum know that he's staying in hospital.
Great.
Okay. Thanks for coming, guys.
Thank you.
All right, where are we up to?